हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं हूँ आपका दोस्त तनिष्क। और जैसा कि आप सब लोग जानते हैं, हम इंडियंस हैं। हमारी कंट्री इंडिया है। तो अगर कोई हमसे पूछे कि इंडिया की सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज क्या है, तो हम कहेंगे इसकी हिस्ट्री। इंडिया की हिस्ट्री बहुत बड़ी है और उससे मिलने वाली नॉलेज तो उससे भी बड़ी है। तो हिस्टोरियंस इंडिया की हिस्ट्री जानने के लिए जो उनके लिए सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है वो है मॉन्यूमेंट्स। तो ये मॉन्यूमेंट्स होते क्या है? Monuments are those buildings which we use to learn about history and culture of a place. They also depict the victory of a king, the tomb of a king, or this loving ones, or you can say it is just their culture's depiction. So, in this video, we are going to learn about 10 amazing facts about different monuments in India. So, let's get started with our today's video titled 10 amazing facts about monuments in India. Have you ever thought that a monument might be used to study about time but not about history? Now you all may be thinking at that I am just joking. But no man, it's a fact. The monument, namely Jantar Mantar, constructed by Savai Jai Singh II in 5 different cities of North India, is used to study about time, and he also constructed it for this purpose only. Now you all may be wondering how this monument can be used to study time. Yet this monument contains a gnomon, which divides the monument into 4 quadrants parallel to the axis. This gnomon simply means in English sundial, which help us to study about the time by the light rays of the sun. So this is the fact behind how Jantar Mantar, the monument, is used to study about time and why it was constructed for this purpose. Among the 7 wonders of world, there is only one Indian monument made of ivory white marble, which is the tomb of Mumtaz Mahal, built by King Shah Jahan, is the Taj Mahal. It is not a fact, it's just a myth buster. So, you all may be familiar that your parents may be saying that Shah Jahan ordered his troops to cut the hands of the architects who built the Taj Mahal. But it's a myth only. No record in the history which marks Shah Jahan or Taj Mahal doesn't show this order of Shah Jahan, including its autobiography and its biography by its daughter too. So it's just a myth. And tell your friends that it's just a myth only. You all may have heard about the most expensive diamonds of the modern era. That is the Kohinoor diamond. It was looted by British and took to London too by them. If you remember and recall your history, you will get to know that the Kohinoor diamond was the part of Humayun's crown. So it can be concluded as that it was a part of Indian jewel. Have you ever thought that from which place does Kohinoor diamond was looted? Now let us move to the great grandson of Humayun, that is Shah Jahan, who built the Red Fort for his son Aurangzeb, which was later on the fortress of the Mughals. So, the British came from the time of the Bahadur Shah Jafar, who was also the last ruler of the Mughals. So, we can say that before the father of Bahadur Shah Jafar was ruling, it was taken by the Britishers and was taken to London. So, if you recall the place, the fort of the Mughals, that is Red Fort, was the only place from where the Kohinoor diamond was looted. Have you ever thought that any monument in India might be open for its citizens but not for the foreigners? Yeah, it seems quite unnatural, but it's true, man. The fort of Bhangar, which is the common topic for discussion among the teenagers and the children, is the place where the entry of foreigners are banned. Here you all may be letting to know the reason behind it. It's a cruise place you all know, but the incidences that happen with the foreigners of paranormal sightings, paranormal incidences, along with their death, is more common in foreigners than the Indians. So that's why the government of India had banned the entry of Bhangar's fort for the foreigners, but it's still open for India with special permission of the government. And the foreigners cannot get entry in it with the special permission of government too because of their safety. If you have visited the Jama Masjid of Agra, you have seen its main gate is made up of red marble, which symbolizes the victory of King Akbar, commonly known as the Buland Darwaja. So, for this fact, we should move to the grandson of the Akbar, that is Shah Jahan. So, during the construction of Red Fort, Shahjahan, for his safety, ordered the architects to join a tunnel from the Red Fort to the Buland Darwaja and from Buland Darwaja to a safe place. So, this is a mind-blowing fact that the tunnel will be constructed from Delhi to Agra, which is around 400 kilometers. The 4 kilometer long road. Recall your history and move to 1638 when the Mughals shifted their capital from Agra to Delhi. So, have you ever thought what was the residence or you can say the palace of the Mughals in Agra? So, the common answer is the Agra fort. It was the palace for the Lodis, the Mughals, the Suris, and after the Mughals, it was also the palace for the Marathas and the Britishers. So, you all may be thinking that if the six dynasties ruled there, they also may be their treasure. So, for the treasure hunters, it is a very interesting fact. Yeah, since six dynasty ruled them, they all may have their own secret treasure in the palace, which may not be found by any other dynasty. So, if you are a treasure hunter, you may find more than thousands of these type of treasures in the Agra fort, or which may cost up to one more than 1 crore rupees each treasure. The next fact is about the royal residence of Vadiyar dynasty, commonly known as the Mysore Palace and famously known as the cursed house without heights. Yeah, you may all be wondering why the name is the cursed palace without heights. So the reason behind it is that this happened for 400 years. The story I am going to tell. If the relative took over the throne, then he will not be able to give birth to a natural height, and nobody knows why it happened. You can understand by a simple example that if the king died and his brother took over the throne, he might not be able to give birth to this child. Do you agree with me in this thought that confusion has no limit? Only 10 to 20% people might be agreeing with me within this thought. But after the fact, more than 80 to 85% people will be agreeing with me. So, you all may have heard or visited the Fatehpur Sikri in Agra. So, the main purpose to construct it was to construct a city where all the queens can roam here and there freely. But it's just a group of fort where only 3 to 4 forts are present. So, after its construction, the historians still did got confused that it's a city or just a monument. But today it's counted as a UNESCO heritage site, which means that it's a monument. But it is also taken as a assembly constituency in Uttar Pradesh. So it is a town too. So the confusion is not ended till this. This fact is very simple. The Golden Temple was not initially built of gold. You all may be thinking that I am just joking, but it's a fact, man. Just remark my word. The Golden Temple was not initially built of gold. So, if, if you are not getting it from it here, now let us move to the history when the construction of the Harminder Sahib began. You all may be thinking that I was talking about Golden Temple, but I was Harminder Sahib. The Harminder Sahib was the old name of the Golden Temple. The Harminder Sahib was renamed as the Golden Temple when the Akbar renovated it and plated its walls with gold. So you got the fact that, and I was true, that the Golden Temple was not initially built of the gold. It was built of bricks. When Arjun they built it as Harminder Sahib, but it was plated as gold when Akbar renovated it and was renamed as the Golden Temple. So this is the most interesting and the last fact of the video about the Lepa Kashi temple. So the fact is that the Lepa Kashi temple's pillars are hanging. It simply means that the pillars are joined to the ceiling but not to the floor. You all may be thinking how it's possible. I'm just joking. But here comes the science, which is the father of the whole life and the universe. So, the science behind is that if we use tenon mortise type of stone, remember tenon mortise type of stone, to join the pillars to the ceiling, you will see that if the base will sink due to the settlement of founding stone, the pillars will lose their settlement and base, but will not lose their settlement at the top. So it was the science behind the Lepa Kashi temple's hanging pillar. So here comes the end of the video.